What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today we are in my guild once again because we want to talk about Battle Drills, specifically the last season. And well, there is a current season already. If you haven't seen it, Battle Drills has just started, and I mean, a lot of people are focusing on Clash runs, so maybe you might have missed that. Definitely go in there, otherwise your clanmates might be angry at you. And yeah, it's the Shadow Frost map. It's the same boss really as we had last time, which I think is rather boring. A little bit of critique here at the start of the video. I don't think it's really cool if we fight a boss 3 times in a row, especially if it's a boss like this that is fully immune to fist damage, to physical damage, and thus only half the heroes in the game can only be used, which is like not really creative in terms of the heroes we can utilize, and not really creative in the terms of the teams that are developed throughout. So I don't really like this. I have to be a little bit of critique, but we are not going to look at this season today, which is going to be another video. We are going to take a look at season round 2 because, well, Avatar once again came ahead and he made a full leaderboard, a global leaderboard for this season round 2. And of course we want to see who the guild is at the top, who did the best. How well did my guild do? 17,282 billion, ain't too bad. And how well did we do compared to season round 1? And we have now the full leaderboard. We have a leaderboard over the seasons, and it's really cool. And once again, of course, Avatar wants to make one for season round 3, so maybe we can support him in that, because he's now also collecting the data for the entirety of Analytica through this fill-out form. So I'll provide you the link to this once Battle Drill Season 3 Round 3 has ended. I would love if you could support this project and send in the data for your server, the final scores. You can just do so very quickly through this form here. It's just like filling out your Discord name, Discord ID, it would be Wraec in my case, and then the district you're submitting for. Maybe this can spark some confusion. For it is district 024, so district 24, and then just a screenshot here, and then you can key in the data for your server. Just add a column every time and then just fill this out. He also made a guide for this. We can see it right here with some examples. Avatar at age wisdom, hashtag 8554. Mine, in my case, it would just be at Wraec. And then you can see he filled this out with a little bit of a screenshot there. If you could support him in that, that would be great. And also, of course, it would mean that your server will appear on the Battle Drills leaderboard. Otherwise, if nobody enters it, then of course it won't appear there, and that would be quite sad if you got a great score. So there we go. The 8 once again on place 1 in season 3. We have the Formula 1 points here, so this is not really the total damage, this is just like the best performing guild. And you can see the current leader for both seasons together is the 8 with perfect score. 1250 is like the best you can do. They got that 2 times now for 2,500. Omega Project fell from 6 to 7, which is a little bit sad. Yeah, last season, I have to say, wasn't really our strongest. I think we only had 29 members in there, so that is a bit of a sadness. And this basically, this order right here, the grand total, that is currently the order of the best guilds in Battle Drills throughout the 2 seasons. So that is really cool. And the 8, of course, here being the strongest. But we still have a very tight battle up here with like 20 points between the guilds. We could still catch up to Helios, for example. Maybe even make ourselves a way in the top 5. And if you want to check this out, you can find your own guild there. The guilds here, for some of them, also have a profile. Omega Project submitted one, for example, and you can just click on that and will just immediately lead you to the Omega Project profile. We have the total base power, battle drill rank, community sharing, Bard's evaluation, which I think is Avatar's ranking of us. Do you see that? Do you see that? Ranked us worse. Horrible. I don't know. Avatar hates me. I don't know. And then we have like a little bit of a story here. It says Top Magister Endgame. I think we submitted all data or something, because we kind of have to fix that still. Because of course I pawned this noob in PvP and now I'm rank 1 on our server. You can see right here. He tried to attack me, didn't work out, because he attacks with his puny Diana, only 5 stars. And of course that stands no chance against Crowned Cryonaya. We can watch the fight here. A little bit of an arena fight. Still have to make a video about that. I don't think I made a video about Arena Cryonaya, but I think this team, honestly, that is quite good. I kind of like that. So this works out for me. Maybe it would work out for you. We can check this out, a little bit of a preview here, just because we of course have to assert dominance over endgame here. And yeah, as far as I know, those profiles with the text and everything, those can be submitted, and if you want to have that is an option for you. So yeah, and then the leaderboard you can check out. Also, we also have the leaderboard for round 2 here, so you can just see, okay, what was the damage really, and yeah, this also immediately shows you how insane the 8 is. You see that? That is insane. We are at like place 11 at 17,282 damage. They are at 28,000. They are at 28,000. That's like 11 billion more damage than my guild had, which is at place 11. Which is an absolute madness. So that is absolutely sick. I mean, if we scroll down, like with the distance they had between us and them, it would still be more than some guilds in the top 100. That's just like the distance here from place 11 to place 1. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And yeah, then basically damage and the position on the leaderboard gave you those points, and those points are then transferred to the eternal leaderboard, basically. This eternal leaderboard that gives you the full rounds and at the end, like the winner. There is no prize for this, but I think it's really cool to know, okay, which guild did the best overall. But yeah, when I discussed the idea with Avatar, I thought it would be like a little bit more competitive, but it's just like, you see that 1,250, 1,242, 1,235, and then the same for the next season, and I reckon the same for the current season. So yeah, I don't know. It's less competitive than I expected. And here you can also check out your district, and that is always really cool. You can see like, oh, the district that we had right here, the Omega Project district, once again really competitive. And from the points that were scored here, 38 billion damage is definitely a sick, because that's more than most other districts, even Analytica district right there. It is a pretty whaley server and pretty whaley district as well. So it's like the server is 33 and the server comparison that is like insanity. So we have the full data here also for season 2 and for season 1. So this is like the most complete data set for battle rules, if you care about that. If you just want to compare your squad to other guilds, that is entirely possible in here. So I definitely want to thank Avatar for this once again. If you want to support this entire project, check out the description. You will find the links to all of the posts he made about this, and also the link to his fill out form, so you can support this project by just submitting the data from your own server. This is just a very quick thing, can take you a few seconds, and you can make like a full leaderboard possible, or even maybe you are a clan leader of a big guild on your server and you just want to see your guild compete with the other ones in this leaderboard as well. Even that is a nice motivation. So definitely make sure you check this out. And other than that, shout out again to Avatar, shout out again to Omega Project, and to anybody else. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. With that, I wish you a great day, and we'll see us in the next one.